What's up, Wildcats, and welcome to our first episode of Wildcat Weekend. Today we're going to be looking at tips for freshmen, Friday night lights, and more. Hey Wildcats, welcome to our first episode of the 2015-2016 school year. I'm Carter Chapman.
And I'm Matt Dunn. Let's get started. The first year of high school can be tough and it might be scary, but we have some advice for you to start off your high school career.
And do we have some tips for you?
Tip number 1. Hallways. If you're going to stand in the middle of the hallway during passing time, don't. You can stand on the lockers, you can stand in the sides of the hallways and talk to friends and everything, but you're blocking the entire way. Tip number 2. If you want to talk to friends in the hallway, stand by the lockers. The lockers are a great place to stand, not the middle of the hallway, because everybody is going to be very mad at you when you start blocking the way. So, lockers good, hallway bad. Lockers good, hallway bad. Tip number 3. During the warmer months of the year, it is great to use the courtyards. Mostly because you get some sunshine, you get some fresh air, and you don't have to deal with all the people in the crowded hallways. Tip number 4. See this? This is the senior window. Don't touch it. Don't ever touch it, because this is for seniors. You only get this once you get to your 4th year of high school. And that's about 4 years away, so you're going to have to wait a while. We all had to wait, so you will too. But once you get up there, you'll enjoy it. Tip number 5. Where do we put our trash, you ask? In the trash cans, not the hallways, because even though we have janitors, it's not nice that they have to clean up after us. So, best thing to do is put it in the trash can. Tip number 6. When walking in the hallway, please pay attention, because you might see a wet floor sign, and if you see a wet floor sign, that means you won't slip and fall like most people. The people that do not see the wet floor sign will slip and fall, and they will hurt themselves. Do not be one of those people. Thank you for watching. I hope these tips will help you out during your first year of high school. Enjoy!
From freshman year to senior year, you put in a lot of work. After 4 years of high school, we all seem to get into a slump.
And it only gets worse as graduation approaches. Some might call this senioritis.
Is senioritis real?
This is Senior Dana Duraker. Do you know what senioritis is?
Yes, senioritis is the feeling that you don't want to go to school anymore because it's your last year and you just kind of want to go to college and have fun with your friends.
Do you think you're already experiencing some symptoms of senioritis?
Yes, because I definitely set my alarm like a half hour later than I usually did last year. That's basically it right now.
And as this year progresses, do you think that the symptoms are going to get worse?
Yes, because as the winter comes along, I'm probably just going to wear sweatpants to school every day. But I think it'll be a good year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Senior Maddie Anderson. Do you know what senioritis is?
Yes, senioritis is when you have no motivation to do your schoolwork because you just want to graduate.
Do you think you're already experiencing senioritis?
I'm not experiencing senioritis yet because I'm still in the back-to-school mode and still doing my homework and stuff.
As the school year progresses, do you think that you're going to experience symptoms of senioritis?
Yes, especially around springtime when it's nice out. I'll just want to get out of here.
Thank you. This is Senior Carter Chapman. Do you know what senioritis is?
Yeah, it's when you get to 12th grade and you don't really want to work anymore because you're at the beginning of the end and nothing kind of matters anymore, or so they say.
Do you think you're experiencing symptoms of senioritis?
A little bit, but I'm trying not to. I don't really want to, be that typical lazy senior in a class full of like freshmen doing nothing. So I'm trying my hardest not to get it.
Do you think as this year goes on, you'll be experiencing more symptoms of senioritis?
Probably, but I'm going to try to fight it as best I can, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work out.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be back in a few months to see how things have changed.
One man in pop culture more controversial than any other, Kanye West, and of course his inverse, Taylor Swift.
I recently caught up with some faculty and students around OHS to see how they feel about the superstars and their actions.
All right, I'm here with Ms. Farwell, the dean of the students, and I have a very important and hard-hitting question for you. Who do you prefer, Taylor Swift or Kanye West?
Wow, that is a very, very deep question. I think I'm going to have to go with Kanye West, although I don't like him too much either. I think that his lyrics are a little bit more mature. I think Taylor Swift is a little bit more for the younger children. So that's who I'm going to go with. However, I would just like to say that yesterday was the, I think it was the 19th anniversary of Tupac's death. If you want to talk about a real rapper, then if you want to go back, let's talk about Tupac. Let's talk about Biggie. Tribe Called Quest. Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with senior Casey Wright. Casey, my question for you is Taylor Swift or Kanye West?
T-Swifty, hey.
And why would you say that?
Because Taylor Swift is the bomb and Kanye West is...
Okay. He's roll eyes and tongue stick out. Do you not find that his lyrics are empowering towards people that want to be independent and free of society's restrictions?
Yeah, but him as a person, I really don't like.
I'm here with Mr. Kimmel. Mr. Kimmel, I have a very important question to ask you. Who do you prefer, Taylor Swift or Kanye West? I mean, nothing says art like, you know, the song about being Romeo and Juliet that Taylor Swift sings. That just is hard-hitting, very complex music, right?
Yeah, well, I'm a girl, so, you know, all that drama and stuff.
Okay, fair enough. Casey, thank you for talking to me. Have a good day.
Oh, sorry. I got into my inner Kanye there. I was actually like rapping inside my head. I really like teen pop, so I'm going with Taylor Swift. I have a blank check in my pocket right now. It's actually in my pocket. For you. I'll write your name. Yeah. That's right. Mic drop. Kimmel out.
Thank you, Mr. Kimmel. Oh, thank you. I'm now joined with Mike Abbott. He's a junior. Mike, I have a question for you. Taylor Swift or Kanye West?
Kanye West.
And why do you say that?
Because Taylor Swift just talks about her life like no one cares.
That's a very good point. She thinks that everyone cares about her melodramaticness. Do you agree that Kanye's lyrics are empowering towards youth to be independent and free-spirited?
Sure.
That's good.
Himself also. So.
Do you think he deserves to be full of himself? I mean, he has won multiple Grammys.
No.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, Mike. Have a good day. All right, I'm joined here with Kevin Riley. He's a senior. Kevin, I have a very important question for you. Kanye West or Taylor Swift?
You know, Taylor Swift, she's got some pretty funky beats. Real beautiful voice.
Do you think her lyrics are very complex, or do you think that they're kind of simple and juvenile?
Oh, amazingly complex.
That's good. All right, thank you for your time, Kevin. Have a good day.
As you can see, Kanye and Taylor both have a lot of fans and a lot of haters. All I know is that they both know how to make hits.
Adventure Club is a student favorite here at OHS. Deanna and Ramey showcased the September trip.
This past weekend, the Adventure Club went to the Upper Peninsula. They spent their time exploring the outdoors while making incredible memories and creating new friendships.
We just took a group last weekend up to the Lake Snow Islands, which is a chain of islands in the UP that runs from Mackinac Island all the way to Drummond. We had students camping out, and we did some kayaking. We hiked to Quamanon Falls. Actually had the students cross over the falls, and we then kayaked. It was just a lot of good bonding time, getting to know some of the seniors with underclassmen. There was a mix from freshman to senior, so the trip was a really good trip, small group.
For Adventure Club, we went to Cedarville. It's in the UP, and we went to visit Taquanmanon Falls, and we went to the Garland Zoo, and we made a bunch of new memories, and we went kayaking, and it was a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun. We went up north to Taquanmanon Falls. We crossed the river and went down into the river. We went kayaking at night, and we got to meet some of the new freshmen and lowerclassmen.
Adventure Club was a lot of fun. We went to Cedarville to Couch's Cabin, and we camped out at night. It rained a little bit. That wasn't that great. We went kayaking. That was really cool. I got to spend a lot of time with my friends. It was a really great start to my senior year.
As you can see, Adventure Club is action-packed with fun for everyone. Don't miss the next trip. Contact Mr. Couch for info.
And finally, on this episode of Wildcat Weekend, Manny took a look at the very special Oxford varsity football game.
On this day, 14 years ago, a devastating event occurred that changed our country forever. In remembrance of this day, our students showed their pride for our country. We were fortunate enough to have a game on this day because, yes, we all would have came to support our football players. But this night, we came together as a community. The tragic event didn't stop us from living our lives. After we got knocked down, we got right back up. That's why a football game's a great way to remember this day. When they get knocked down, they get right back up and finish the game. We will see you next time on these Friday Night Lights.
That's all we have for this month on Wildcat Weekend.
Join us next month for a very spooky edition of Wildcat October.